Hey, what's up? My name's Timmy Hayes. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a vlog video. I post these occasionally. Uh, Today, I'm going to talk a little bit, very short, just something I realized recently. Well, I've known this for a long while, but I guess I feel compelled right now to articulate it. So, I don't know about now and kids growing up now, but at least when I was young, and I see this generalized towards men, that there's a lot of pressure on men to kind of be these studs who fuck a lot of women, and it's like a numbers game, like, losing your virginity and how many women desire you is very important to your status as a man, and it makes you a cooler or more powerful person if you are surrounded by women and you or beautiful women, and you see rap videos and rock music videos and celebrities. It's like being surrounded by models, and in music videos they just have like twerking girls around them because they're like, hey, I'm with all these beautiful women and I'm fucking them and whatever. It's kind of the opposite for women. It's like if they sleep with a lot of men, they're not valuing the whatever sacredness of their sex. So that's where things like slut shaming come in. Now, I have my own ideas on why we may biologically, in evolutionary biology, why we may feel compelled to behave this way. And I'll try to be brief and concise, but basically, it's because women have to use more resources to rear children. So it is more physically demanding for them. So there's pressure within them and around them within society for them to be more sexually discerning, because sex, before contraceptions and things like that, in nature, sex usually meant having a child. And for especially a human being to be pregnant is incredibly taxing. It's like almost a year-long process. It slows you down. I think if you lived in the wild, it would make you extremely vulnerable and susceptible to predators, and I mean like wild animals, and you're slow, you're bigger, and everything you eat is going to, all the nutrients are going to the incubated child. And things like infanticide, that is, in nature, animals will even kill their young because of a lack of resources. Or so, like, think like there's certain animals that will even eat their own children once they give birth because the offspring is sick, or they are in a non-conducive environment for survival. That, as well as another example of infanticide, let's take a lion pride. There's one male, multiple females. If it's suspected that a female has mated with, and I might be thinking baboons, not lions, so I'm not animal biologist or whatever, but this is an example. It does happen in the animal kingdom. I may be incorrect about it being lions, but it's either lions or baboons, but just follow me on this example. And it happens across multiple animal species. If a male suspects that an offspring is not theirs, they will even eat the child or kill the child. So in nature, it's extremely important for animals that it's their genetics being passed on, because that's competition. It's my offspring, and I want to create as much of a monopoly on my resources and my the availability and the abundance of my resources. That's why that ties into concepts like monogamy and infidelity. Like, we can think about all these things and say, like, slut shaming and men being encouraged to have lots of sex. It's very strange and complex the way that civilization and society has developed to create. Like, we can think of lion prides, one male, multiple females, as kind of a strange, primitive example of how people used to be. And you see, like, historical examples of this, kings and monarchs, and even now we can say, like, celebrities and extremely wealthy people. They create monopolies where they gather lots of mistresses and concubines. Kings did that. They had concubines, and the reason why females across species were kind of monopolized in this way is because that's survival of the species. With one male and multiple females, you can still have a pretty decent chance of a species surviving. And I'm talking about back when resources were extremely scarce. Not now. Now things are totally different. But anyway, follow me on this. So let's say you have 100 women and one male. One male can impregnate 100 females, and that's going to be a lot of offspring. At least, let's say each woman gets pregnant. That's going to be plus 100 offspring. Now, other way, you have one female, 100 males. Let's say that she has sex with all the males. She can only be impregnated one at a time. And even if she, the octomom has like a bunch of children at once, it's still extremely limited. Where am I going with this? I wanted to talk about, these are just things to think about, the concepts I've been talking about, but what I've realized about civilization now is that none of these rules apply anymore, because we are able to kind of, I'm not going to say break, but bend the rules that used to apply to primitive humans when we were savages, I suppose. Resources are now mass produced on a level that we were not capable of doing in the past. Rudimentary agriculture, that is to say the beginning stages of farming and hunting and gathering, it was not like now. Now we have such an incredible level of control over nature and our environment that we can manipulate the earth and chemicals to create so many resources. And yes, we can make the argument that about distribution and overpopulation and creating somewhat limiting factors amongst different societies and peoples. And yes, that's why there's poverty and starvation still in many places in the world. But if we had better distribution of services, we would have abundant resources, plentiful land. You even look at the United States or Africa, there's so much empty land that we as a species, as a civilization, we are capable of creating an abundance of resources that can sustain everyone. And even if we reach the cusp where civilization is overpopulated, now that's where we talk about, I guess, kind of things that seem science fiction but are really in the beginning stages of becoming reality, like terraforming other planets. Like Mars is a great example. So I'm getting kind of, I started off little talking about virginity and males being pressured into having lots of sex, and then I'm talking about terraforming other planets. So let's bring it back. There's value in sex and sexual intercourse, and I'm not saying this in like the slut shaming way, like it's precious and intimacy and love. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that we live in a sexually saturated society, and sex is fun, sex is great, sex is beautiful. And what I'm saying is, we should do what we truly feel is important to us. So it's up to individuals to decide. So if a woman wants to sleep with multiple guys every day, there's things like protecting yourself from STDs and unwanted pregnancies, and you should do it with people who are safe, not gonna murder you and stuff. But hey, that's up to individuals. And I've realized now with me, I felt a lot of pressure to kind of, try to be a man and have as much sex as possible. And I am a very sexual person. I enjoy sex greatly, but I've come to the realization, and I guess I view this period of my life as a kind of second puberty, a second awakening of my body's urges and the changes it's going through now in my late 20s. This is how I feel. This is up to every individual to find their own sexual path and how they want to live sexually, but maybe these concepts can help you figure out your path. My view is that I'm not talking about love necessarily, but as far as my sexuality, that's something I want to share with people that I truly feel compatible with. That is to say, people that I am, one, very attracted to, and two, value me as, I see myself as a very, I value myself a lot. I'm pretty confident, and I have a good level of self-esteem. I see myself as attractive and interesting and fun person. So I would like to share pleasure with people who see me that way and people I see that way as well. So I think that's the most important thing to take away. Like, maybe you don't feel that way. Maybe for you, like, sex can be a very casual thing, or maybe there's someone watching this who are like only marriage and only true deep love, and hey, that's cool. Or maybe you're somewhere, wherever you are on the spectrum. It's just things to think about. We're bombarded with different messages every day about how we should live or how you should feel as a man or a woman or whatever other gender you choose to identify as. And truth is, it's a big world. Times are changing. We don't have sex to make children. Like, yes, we do, of course, but there's so many reasons to have sex now, and it's not, procreation is not the sole reason, and neither is societal status. Like, you don't have to, like, there's no shame in being a slut. If you're a woman, you can sleep with whoever the fuck you want and whatever, however many people you want, and same goes for men. Hey, men, you want to be a slut? That's cool too. Or if you want to be a virgin, hey, that's totally fine. Like, you do you, and you live the way that makes you happy. So, just some things I was thinking about. Thanks for watching. If you like listening, whatever, please check out my other videos and like and subscribe and all that. And I'll see you next time. Peace.